Hi, this is Coach Mike from CrossFit Sweat Angel. We're going to go over the event number 1 standards from the ESAC 8. Here's Coach Bryan from CrossFit Equity. He's going to be doing the barbell complex that we posted a couple weeks ago. So here we go. So 6 minutes on this event here. So you have 6 minutes to make as many attempts as you like at the full barbell complex. Only successful completion of the full barbell complex will count as a score, so any component that is missed or failed upon, you will not get credit for the lift at all. So you're going to be started with an empty bar here, and when time starts, you'll have 6 minutes to load the bar. So Berek's going to load the bar now with whatever weight you choose to open up with. You can go down or up in weight depending on if a missed attempt. There's going to be no minimum requirement. So we're going to require that everyone clamp up the bar too. So we'll have clamps and weights available to you. So the first movement here is going to be a deadlift. So he's going to deadlift the bar up to a full standing position. Next, it's going to be 2 hang cleans. So Berek will perform his first hang clean. Go back down to the hang position. He's going to do the second hang clean. 3 front squats is next. So he's going to perform 3 front squats. Full depth, make sure the crease of the hip is below the knee. Full opening of the hips on each rep. And 1 shoulder to overhead, any style, jerk, push press, strict press, power jerk, whatever you like. Recovering, showing control of the barbell, and successful lift. So with whatever time's remaining in that event, you can choose to add more weight and go up, but you still get credit for the successful complex. Excuse me. So a couple key points here. So on the deadlift, it cannot be a power clean from the ground like Berek is going to do here. This will be incorrect at the rep. It has to be a full deadlift first to an erect position, and then he can hang clean. He can even squat clean the first one if he likes, although that does not count for your first front squat. If he chooses to squat clean the second repetition, that will count as your first front squat. So that would be squat 1. And you would need to do 2 more squats after this, and then the jerk overhead. That would still be considered a successful complex. So there will be no fractional plates. The smallest plate available will be a 2.5. So the tiebreaker on this will be the fastest time completed, the heaviest lift. So when you complete each lift, you'll be giving a time, and for some reason that people will actually have the same lift, the one with the fastest time to that lift will get a higher placing in the event. Hi, I'm Coach Mike from CrossFit Sweat Angel. This is Bryan from CrossFit Equity, and we're going to go over the ESAC 8 standards here. So the first thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to go over the sled push from event number 2, followed by the double unders. So the standards on this are going to be the sled has to be pushed. Okay, you can grab any part of the sled, put your hands on it, push it. If you have some sort of uncommon practice that we have not even thought of, we'll address that on game day, but I don't think there's much better ways to press the sled than the way Berek's going to describe. The sled will start down here between the behind the 2 cones, and what he's going to do, he's going to push it up until the entire sled passes between the 2 cones at the opposite end. That will constitute as 1 point, and then he'll push it back, spin it, push it in the reverse direction, it doesn't matter. Push both ways, and then when he returns back here, he's going to do double under. So let's go over the sled push first. Completely passes the 2 cones, and he'll push back. The entire sled passes between both cones completely as well. After pushing up and back, the next movement is going to be double unders. They'll be done on the mat here. And as with a double under, the rope must pass underneath the athlete's feet twice on one jump. You are permitted to do single unders in between your double unders, although they won't be counted towards your score. So as many attempts as possible will be accepted. Although we will only count attempts that do pass 2 times completely under the feet on one jump. Okay? So Berek, please do 20 of these. 20. Good. And that is 1 round. Berek will push the sled up and back and complete another round of double unders, so on and so forth for 6 minutes until time is up. That's workout number 2 from ESAC Event 8. Event 2. ESAC 8, Event 2. Hey guys, Coach Mike again here from CrossFit Sweat Angel, and we're here with Bryan from CrossFit Equity. And we're going over the standards for ESAC 8, event number 3, the chipper. Chipper's going to start off with a shuttle run here. It's going to be 26 lengths of 20 meters apiece. We have a not-to-scale setup here inside the gym. So what Berek's going to do, each athlete will start with their hand on the rower. And upon 3, 2, 1, go, they're going to run down, break the threshold with both feet of each of the 2 cones, and then come on back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 26, okay? After that, the athlete will move on to the rower. It's going to be their responsibility to turn the rower on, okay? So they're going to have a seat on the rower, and they're going to row 40 calories, okay? As soon as you get your 40th calorie, then you can dismount the rower. Please do not dismount or let go of the handle before the actual calories have shown up on the screen itself. After that, the athlete will commence to the shoulder to overhead for RX, which is going to be a clean from the floor to the shoulders. And we can go strict press, push press, jerk, split jerk, whatever you like to go overhead. Full lockout. Bars clearly over the crown of the head, elbows, hips, and knees are extended, okay? If you are in the elite division, what you'll be doing is you'll be moving on, instead of the push press, to the handstand push-up. So, with the handstand push-up, you're going to kick up, and you will have 1 mat underneath your head here, okay? And the mat's probably about a ½ inch thick. It'll supply a little bit of cushion to you. Although, you must keep in mind that your hands will be inside a box. The box will be taped off to regional standards, and you can have, the palm of your hand must be inside the box. Fingers can be on the line zone. Okay, so you're going to kick up into a handstand. Head must come in contact with the mat. On each repetition, you can strict handstand push-up. You can kip handstand push-up. And any other version of a handstand push-up that you know will be adequate, although elbows must be locked out and both feet must be on the wall at lockout. So after those 2 movements, RX is going to be the barbell shoulder overhead, Elite's going to be handstand push-up. Depending on what division you're in, you will move on to the snatch. Now, the snatch is going to be taken from the floor into the hang position, so it will be a hang snatch. So we must open the hips on each rep, and the athlete's going to dip, drive, and get that bar overhead, okay? We'll accept the muscle snatch if that's your choice, or a power snatch, or a full squat snatch. The bar just must be taken from the hang each time. Okay, 20 of these. And if you have any time remaining in the 10-minute clock, it'll be your opportunity now to do as many toes to bar as possible. As we talked about, there'll be no scaling on these. Just a side note, when you finish your last snatch, it will be noted your time. So if you do not have toes to bar yet, we will separate any tie breaks by way of first completion of the last snatch. Okay? So toes to bar, standard toes to bar from regionals. We will open the hips, so the feet will come behind the frontal plane of the bar, and we will touch both toes to the bar. What we won't do is touch a 1-2 to the bar, or outside the hands will not be accepted either. And remember, the hips must open at the bottom and toes touch the bar at the same time. That's event 3, guys. Good luck.